Hi friends, today I'm going to discuss the things related to the consultancy services for highway project. See, normally once you completed the BTech or MTech, okay, you may choose highway highway field. So in that there are two types. One is contractor, another one is consultant. Okay, basically I work on a consultant firm. So I'm going to discuss what consultancy services will be provided by the consultant. Okay, in highway project. Okay, so let's start. Okay guys, please subscribe for my channel. Okay, so now see see first is consultant will work for the both government and private. So first I'm going to discuss for the government firm. So how the consultant will provide uh, the services to the government. So normally in highway field, these three are the main: NHAI, PWD, and MORTH. These three are the topmost organizations which gives the tenders, all those things. So consultant will get the tenders on the website, NHAI website for the highway project. So let's now go to this. Okay, in for the government organization, what type of services he will provide? One is feasibility study, another one is detailed project study. Okay, in feasibility study, three important things he produces and he submits. Based on that, payment will be there. Okay, one is reports, other one is schedules, after that drawings. Stage wise reports are there. Okay, that I will show in next slide. Okay, and the schedules, these are very important. Whatever the consultant prepared schedules will be submitted in the NHA website, then contractor will download. After that, construction bidding, then next construction stage, a detailed step is there. Okay, so first consultant will prepare these three things: reports, after that schedules, and then drawings, plan and profile, all those things. Okay, then detailed project reports. So see, normally some cases, what to say, um, few projects are eligible for feasibility study only, and few projects are eligible for the detailed project study. Okay, so that depends on their decision. NHA will decide, okay, whether we'll go for the feasibility study or detailed project study. Okay, so similar steps are there, but in detailed project study, some more important surveys are there, and some more reports will be added, and drawings also added. Okay, that's a basic difference. That not that much difference. Okay, some more information will be there in the detailed project study. Okay, now good. As I told, consultant will work for the contractors, L&T. Okay, Afghans. There are so many contractors are there. Okay, so normally contractors may have in-house design team, or they may hire consultant to work for the pre-bid services or detailed design services. Okay, see, two types of services will be there. One is pre-bid services, and then detailed design services. In I will discuss more on these things. Okay, these two services will be provided by the consultant to the contractor. Okay, now see, see, in feasibility report, what are the things? As I told, there are detailed steps. One is inception report, and draft feasibility report, or final feasibility report. Okay, so these reports will be prepared by the consultant. Okay, this will be submitted to the NHA or PWD or MORTH. Okay, whatever, whoever the client. So they will accept it, and they will give the corrections. Accordingly, payment will be there, as I told. Okay, so then detailed project report. As I told, in detailed project report, some more information. See, what is the difference? Here draft feasibility report is there, and final feasibility report is there, and then draft detailed project report, after that final detailed project report. Okay, see, these are the reports to be submitted by the consultant. Okay, next, as I told, after the reports, schedules. Okay, in schedules, what are the things? Schedule A, B, C, and D. Okay, A deals with the site of the project, whatever the existing details, existing bridges, existing ROW details, existing kilometer stones. Okay, these things will be existing level crossings, whatever the existing details that should be mentioned in schedule A. Then schedule B, what is that? Development of the project. Whatever the proposals. Okay, so right now whatever the proposals means, existing ROW is 35 meter, so we are proposing for the 60 meter ROW right of way, and proposed bridges location. Okay, and proposed what to say, radius, all those things. Okay, and these things will be reported in the schedule B. Okay, then construction facilities. Construction facilities is nothing but toll plaza, bus base, trucklay base. Okay, at what chainage and what type of proposal should be accepted. Means reference to the code. Means what type of lanes, a 4 plus 4 lanes of toll plaza. That details should be mentioned in the schedule C. Okay, after that schedule D. Schedule D is nothing but deviations, if any, are standards. What standards you followed for the design of this road. Okay, that details should be mentioned in the schedule D. Okay, then drawings, as I told, first is reports and then schedules, after that drawings. In drawings, what are the things? One is plan and profile drawings. Okay, after that cross sections, that is nothing but detailed cross sections at every 10 meter or 20-meter interval. Okay, this will give you a basic idea. Cross sections are very important. Then road furniture plan, I mean road markings, signs, all those things will be prepared um, in a separate drawings, and then that will be submitted. Okay, after that miscellaneous drawings, junction drawings. Okay, all those things will come in a miscellaneous drawings. Okay, so these are the for the government organization. Okay, report, schedules and drawings. Up to here I completed. Now we'll go to the pre-bid services. Pre-bid services, in pre-bid services, what things? The the consultant role. See, the contract documents, contract, whatever the contract documents uploaded in an NHA website. See, I will show the website. See, NHA, see, uploaded here. Here, see, again here, view details. See, there are various types of services are there. Construction, operation, maintenance, you can click here. Inviting tender, here you can download the schedules. Okay, contractor will download the schedules and give it to the consultant. He want rough estimate of this project cost, all those things. Let's go here, contract documents, then approximate cost and BOQ. This is very important rule. Okay, thing, consultant will do that. Approximate cost and BOQ, bill of quantities. Okay, then some contractors may ask for the plan and profile drawings. Okay, that is for the rough estimation and something like that. So whatever the BOQ they will provide, then they will study, contractor will study, and accordingly he will tender the project, he will tender for the project. Okay, and he will send the proposal for the project to the NHAI or PWD or MOHURT. Okay, ultimate is NHAI. Okay, so once this service is done, other services is detailed design services. Okay, this is also for the contractor. Okay, as I told, contractor may have in-house design team, or else he will hire a consultant for that. In detailed design services, what are the things? Inventories should be there. After that, design basis reports, what type of codes you are going to follow and what type of design methodology you are going to follow, that type of reports you have to submit before proceeding for the design. Okay, so once the contractor approves, okay, and then we can proceed for the uh, detailed design. So then main important thing is detailed design services is that whatever the profile or something design followed in a DPR, that should be optimized. should be optimized, and according to the site requirements you have to change. That is optimization profile and design. Okay, you have to make benefit for the contractor. That is the important role. Okay, consultant role, important thing. Next, detail design. Detail dealing means everything you, it must be clear. Okay, embankment criteria and cross sections. Okay, minimum cut and minimum fill, that type of role will be there. And even junctions also you should be designed very properly. Okay, how to make more optimization, more benefit to the contractor, reduce the cost of the project. Okay, so these are the detailed design services. Then other thing is the approvals from the independent engineer. See, what is the thing in between the, in between the consultant and contractor, um, government NHA will allot a independent engineer, that is for checking whatever the documents prepared by the contractor, uh, that must be checked by the independent engineer, and he give the acceptance whether he followed the standards or not. So then only construction will start. So what I want to say that consultant role will be getting the approvals from the independent engineer, means that like that you have to prepare a reports or drawings. It should not deviate from the standards. So and comments and compliance and procedures are also there. So these are the things by the consultant. Okay, so this is a website actually. Here you can get the details of the what type of tenders are there in currently. Okay, various types of there. Okay, I hope you'll uh, that's it guys. Okay, I hope you understand the concepts of the consultant. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.